Do you know what this thing is? You might think it's a milk crate for a kayak or a milk crate for your bike to carry your rods. Well, thanks to Alan Reynolds, there's another brilliant use you can make of this that gets you 2 uses instead of just 1. Would you believe it could also be a rod holder with 1 minor modification and a little bit of scrap lumber? Stay tuned. If you're like me, space in your shop or your garage is always limited. So what better way to maximize that space than to multi-purpose a common object? I've got my milk crate here that could either go in my kayak or my bike, and thanks to Alan Reynolds, he gave me a great idea to turn this into a rod holder. Basically, I've got 6 slots for rods here, and the construction of this thing is really pretty simple. And converting it as you're done with the kayaking or the biking is as simple as putting it on top of a little bit of plywood and some scrap 2x4s. So let me show you what the deal is. The first thing you have to do is to decide on one of these milk crates with the round holes on the bottom is how many rods you want to put on here. If you have a milk crate with the crosshatch, it'll work as well, but you may have to cut out some of the crosshatches. So the first thing I did is I cut a piece of scrap plywood, I put it up against the bottom, and then I drew the holes around the holes I wanted to use for the rods. Then the second step is to put some scrap 2x4s in here so it raises it up a little bit off the ground, because you need something for your rod to go through to hold it vertically. Here's a little tip on getting this organized. Here's the tricky part. Once you have all your holes cut, now you need to put in the supports that will support this. And you need to make sure that they clear all the bolts. Here you can see that I've cleared the bolt on both sides. And so I'll just make a mark right here, and then I'll draw a straight line, and I'll know where to screw this in. This is just so brilliant. Now when you're done kayaking or biking, you just put this on, and then you pop your rods into the holders. And as a result of the plywood down there, they're not going to move around. Now I decided to do every other hole just to give some spacing between the rods, but you can fill up as many of these holes as you want. I think this is just a brilliant idea. If you've got some good ideas that you want me to make a video of, well, send them to me. I'll put my email address down in the description, because quite frankly, after 700, 800 videos, I don't know how many I have out there, I'm kind of running out of hacks. Comments? Throw them down below. Thanks.